In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, we're going to talk about the altcoins, and we're going to talk about the possible capitulation we could possibly see within the next few days from BTC. All right. So if you're new to our content, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe, make sure to join our public Telegram group. Link in the description. If you're looking to join our premium group, make sure to send me a message so you can join our premium group. All right. So let me check the chat room, see if the sound is good. We got 12 watching. Make sure to hit the likes, guys. We got 12 watching. We should get like at least 12 likes, right? So hey, what's up, Emery? What's up, Stream Element? What's up, Santiago? What up, man? Mr. BU in the house. Tuna melting. Tuna, thanks a lot, man. You're welcome, man. So we're gonna talk about all these most of these alt, they're capitulating. This is our basically second live stream of the day. So you know, market is dropping, so we gotta stay active. All right. But one thing I just want to tell you guys is like, be careful. I know most of you guys being a doom boy right now. Most of you guys not a moon boy. So just put a stop loss. Okay, first thing first, put a stop loss. Market is crazy. Okay, including myself, right? Market is crazy, and you know, do not be overconfident. The trend is bearish. Everything is breaking supports, you know, on a dollar value. So, but it doesn't mean like you know, market cannot do something crazy. You know, we know what happened back in October 2019, October 28th, 2019, right? When market pumped 40% in one day. So do not be overly bearish. Okay, do not be overly bearish. Just stay focused. Put your stop loss. Watch the market drop. If you like your profits, take it. Okay, market gonna be around forever. Okay, if you're swing trading, spot buy, you might not worry about like a for a BTC's week and all of that good stuff. All right. So I'm on a Monero short. Before we talk about BTC, I'm on a Monero short. It is against me for now, right? Let's take a look at it. Yes, it is actually shorted it right after it closed above the 3-day 21 EMA. It was a wedge, right? But I was, you know, being very hard-headed, so, and did not basically want to stay with my strategy, and I basically shorted it at support. So, but I'm still staying with it. Market is dropping, so I'm not worried too much. Okay, so for Monero, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Monero to break this trend line, just like the rest of the crypto. It's not going to be easy, so I don't want it to go above like this range. I'm gonna be definitely out if it try to break this you know, 95, 96 area. I'm just gonna get out. But let's see if Monero gonna come back down on the hourly basis and retest like 100 EMA. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. But as of now, it is looking very aggressive. As you can see, this is basically looking to push back up 10,725. Monero following BTC on the dot, right? So, but it just need to break like the 100 EMA. If it breaks it, things could look very smooth. All right. So don't be overly bearish on the market, because it's been dropping forever. So over the last 3 days, actually, right? So do not be extremely bearish. Where to play stop loss? I don't know where's your entry. It depends on you know, your it depends on your you know, entry, position size, leverage, and all of that good stuff. I can't tell you where to put it, but just put it at entry, wherever you want to put it at, right? All I'm saying is don't be overly excessively bearish. Okay, just stay with the trend, and you know, do whatever you have to do, and enjoy the trend. Okay, I mean, like I say, okay, on Ether, depends where you shorted at. Okay, I was expecting 379 as resistance for Ether. Ether pumped to like a basically 383 something. So it's not a lot, right? So Let's see, let's go back to BTC. So we're gonna start off with BTC. I just wanted to show you my Monero short mistake I made yesterday by being excessively bearish and entering at a wrong area. Okay, so but it happens. Okay, so what I'm looking for BTC right now is like we could be correcting, you know, over the next few days. All right, I'm not saying we will. Once again, all I'm saying is I don't like the current structure, and it could possibly make a triangular formation once again. That's what I was expecting on the 15 minutes yesterday, right around this area, and it pumped. Okay, it did give us a three-way move and pump, and I was like, we're gonna look for this 10,550. Okay, yes, it pumped and came right back down at 10.6, right, and pumped back to the upside. So what I'm looking for BTC right now, as we said it earlier during our previous live stream, we said we're going to be hugging this 21 EMA. It is very important. Now we're breaking below it. Going back above it going to be very difficult for the bulls. One thing the bulls could do is like just wick to the upside and take out all these shorts, right? That's very possible. So keep that in mind, all right? This move as of now could be a three-way move pullback, and it could give us another one right there. It can be a three-way move, or it could be just a wick to the upside. So be cautious on your shorts, right? So let's just keep that in mind. But either way you look at it, the momentum is bearish, right? If you're a longer term trader, this might not means a lot for you. Okay, you might not, you might not even have your stop loss anywhere around here, and you're going to be shorting any move to the upside. So because I'm expecting this entire range, okay, 10.9 to 11.1 to be bearish. Okay, even like a 10.7 right now, if most bears going to be shorting at 10.7, 10.750 range. So just because we broke this 21 EMA on an hourly basis. So let's keep that in mind. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Thanks a lot for tuning in. It's been a while, man. How that Stanky Link doing? Stanky Linky Chico Crypto in the house. No, I don't think that's Chico, but Link doing okay. So Link is below $11. I think hit like a 10 just about like a 10.2, something like that, right? But it is okay. All right, it's not looking that strong at the moment. The entire market is bearish, so I don't expect any coin to be strong right now. The only thing I see right now looking strong is like Bitcoin Cash, and I don't know why. It might be some fundamental reasons, but I just don't know why Bitcoin Cash is 3% up. So, but I don't trade a Bitcoin Cash unless like it is showing like a big move. But I don't trade it on the lower degree. It moves very slow compared to like the DeFi things, right? So what's up, Guru in the house? Yeah, so one thing we just gotta look out for on the lower degree, we talked about it this morning, right? You see guys, right there I showed you a very good technique this morning, right? And I was like, when market give you a very impulse move down, and afterward, right, you get a very small candle right there, right, undecided candle, and the volume is comparably low compared to the previous candle. What do you expect? You're gonna expect a further move. So that's a very good technique for a short scalper. If you like to like a scalp like 1%, 2%, stuff like that, you could have easily take this 1% drop, okay, by recognizing this pattern right there. All right, so but you practice it over time, you're going to be very confident. But it works, like it has a very high success rate. So especially after you do it like once, twice, 3 times, stuff like that, you're going to be very confident on your scalp techniques, especially on these shorts. Because when you basically short it, when you basically leveraging, you don't care about which way market goes, right? Some people are going to be panicking because market is dropping, some people enjoying it, right? So, but on the other hand, also it works like on the move to the upside. I'm going to show you later on some other, some other techniques like that, right? So, but let's just keep that in mind. Temporary support on the hourly basis, it is going to be 1 hour 100 EMA, which is just about like a 10.5, okay, just about 10.5 to 10.550 area, give or take, right around this area. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking for within the next few hours and so on, right? So let's take a look at the daily time frame, see how we closed today, right? So the closing basis wasn't that bad, right? Even, if you're bullish, you shouldn't be panicking. You could be like, ah, man, we closed above the daily 211 EMA, right? But guys, gotta be careful. Do not mess with the daily 211 EMA. Do not mess with the daily 211 EMA, because if you check it on the lower degree, I showed you why the lower degree was very important. We got a big tail, big wick, small body, right? So that's a sign of reversal. It's not on Heikin-Ashi, right? Let's check it on Heikin-Ashi. It's not on, I can see it on Heikin-Ashi, right? It was very small though, like on the Heikin-Ashi was a very small one, so we dropped down on the 4 hour. But on a regular basis candles, we did have a big tail, big wick, small body, just about this level of the 6 hour 100 EMA. And I've been talking about this 6 hour 100 EMA over the last few days in my premium group, and I was like, let's pay attention to the daily, but at the same time, right, I'm gonna be paying attention to the 6 hour, because the 6 hour candle gonna show me different patterns I'm not gonna see on the daily. So if I just stayed on the on the daily time frame, I wouldn't be bullish. I'm like, okay guys, let's go long. Okay, it doesn't mean, all right, this could be a fake out, right? Because volume is decreasing. It doesn't mean it cannot be a fake out, but all I'm saying is it's going to give you an opportunity to enter a short and put a stop loss. If if market proves you wrong, you'll be like, okay, I'm going to go back to the daily time frame, and the daily could push higher, right? But right now it seems like 6 hour 100 EMA is working fine, right? Support right there, we just talked about it. Either you can pay attention to your 6 hour 211 EMA, which is just about 10.550, or you can pay attention to your hourly 100 EMA, which is just about like a 10.560. So that really doesn't matter how you look at it. Okay, really doesn't matter either way you look at it. It seems like Moonboy is gonna get wrecked. So just they're just gonna get wrecked, man. They're just gonna get wrecked. So either today or next week, something like that. Just joking, but you know what I mean, right? So Proctor Jindani sound like a polka dot. Can we check target for OMG? OMG, I gave you a target this morning, right around 333, right? So it's already at 33. So if we break it, we're gonna have to take a look at it later on. Okay. So let's go back to the weekly basis. All right, weekly is still very important, even though we just started the weekly time frame. We pumped to the upside. It is only Tuesday, okay, but you're gonna be like, oh, it is only Tuesday, the weekly is green, so we okay, we don't have to worry about much. But guys, let's switch to the 7-day chart. Okay, the 7-day chart just opened today. Okay, so you might be paying attention to the weekly. All right, and I showed you before this capitulation right there, guys, right there. Okay, I showed you the 7-day chart, and I was like, constant rejection at the same exact level. Okay, same exact level, constant rejection. So I was like, if we close above this range, we could be bullish, but closing below this range of like a 10.9, especially on the 21-day chart, that's going to be bad. So the 7-day chart just started, so this range going to be very crucial. This entire range, the 16%, 17% range, going to be very crucial over the next few days. Okay, are we just going to drop down, make a beautiful engulfing candle right there, right, and engulf previous weekly candle, which is going to be roughly around like a 10.1, which is basically what I'm looking for short term, right? That's possible. Are we going to do it today, tomorrow? I don't know. That's a 7-day chart. It could take forever to drop down to 10K. So be cautious, okay? And at the same time, we already retested 50% of this previous body candle. We talked about this move like last week, guys. We talked about it before when BC was like a 10K, and I said like this bearish engulfing candle, price loves to push back up 50 at least, okay, 50% of this body candle. We did that exactly. So let's see over the next few days what we're gonna get. Okay, so this candle just started, open like on Wednesday, so that's pretty that's pretty constant. Okay, pretty constant. Let me check something really quick. So some of these alt, they're not dropping massively, so some of them rebounding already. All right, some of them are slowly trying to rebound. BTC is rebounding, so they're going to be rebounding. All right. Yeah, let's do this really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, bro. All right, so let's go back to BC. So 7-day chart just started, so you guys got plenty of chance. You're gonna get plenty of chances to basically enter a trade, either, you know, depending if you're a moon boy or if you're basically a doom boy, whichever, you know, whichever direction you're looking for, you most likely you know, gonna get it. If you're looking forward to enter a short right now, that might be, you know, I wouldn't say risky, but a good level to be looking for. You don't want to short like at 10K or 10.2, right? So, you know, but a best area to look for a short would be like a 10.8 to 10.9, even up to like a 11K if, you know, we get a week to the upside, stuff like that, right? So now let's take a look at the monthly basis. We already talked about the monthly basis on Bybit, Bitstamp, not Bybit. So we already talked about the monthly basis this morning, right? So, and we said exactly we got to keep an eye on this longer term trend line. All right. So it might not be, you know, we might not come back to it right away, but over time, you know, within the next few months and so on, we could, you know, try to retest it. I'm not saying we're going to do it in 2021, 2022, or 2019, whatever, right? All I'm saying is, in the near future, we're just gonna have to keep in mind, try to keep in mind, like it is very probable, right? We could be retesting it. If the move is volatile enough, it could just drop all the way down also. So, but let's just try to stay focused, right? And keep an eye on it over the next few months and so on. So if you're a longer term, if you're a long-term trader, you're gonna keep an eye on it. All right, if we retest it, you basically buy all you can. All right, I said it when BC was, you know, right around this area, first week of March, and I showed you the trend line. Okay, I didn't expect BC to retest. I did not expect BC to retest it back in March, and you can see, like, but BC did whatever it want. You know, BC is crazy. it just drop all the way down to this level, right? So I'm not expecting it right now, but it can do it. So I wouldn't say it's not going to be doing it, but let's just stay focused and see if, like, market gonna give it to us at some point in the near future, right? So I think we basically, the only thing we haven't talked about today is like the quarterly chart. So quarterly chart, very, very important. It is at a very, very important level. It's gonna close, like, of course, like in 2 weeks. Okay, so, and closing below 9K, that's going to be absolutely bad, right? It is going to be absolutely bad. But the good news is it's going to leave a week to the upside, right? It means if we close below 9K before end of the month, let's say the candle going to be red, okay, green, let's just say green, we just close at 9K. Okay, it's going to leave a week to the upside. And as I just said, right, I just said, right, price love to basically go back and retest 50% of the week. So if that's the case and we close, like, let's say, first, by the 29th, and basically, retest like a 9K, 8900, stuff like that, right? We could be expecting over the next few days or weeks, right, BTC to go back up and retest like 11 and so on. So it is something I just have to keep in mind, because I said it last year. I said it when BTC was dropping, okay? That was like, let's see, right there, like September, okay? I said it back in September, and I was like, we're gonna retest 11.5 to 12K, and then, down the road. I just don't know when, but price gonna go back and retest 50% of this week, right there, okay? That's why I was so convinced, right? We're gonna go back up and retest it. So we're gonna go back up if basically drop below 89 before end of the month. We could start, like, being cautious and saying, hey, at some point down the road we're gonna do this. I'm not saying like it's gonna be like this or like that, but we just gonna have to take a look at it on the lower degree and basically try to plan it within the next few months and so on, right? That's something I just wanted to say, regarding the the macro view. And right there also a very important key area, which is like 10,880, right? 10,000, not 10,000, 13,880. Let's just say 14K. So, but the number was so precise. That's why I was trying to basically say, like, say it properly, because it was like very, very precise number, right? So you can see we did not close above it when we hit 14K. We just hit it and get rejected. When we pumped to 20K, we did not close above it. We opened at 10,880, did not close above it neither, right? So it was a very, very key area. We just have to keep in mind right now. In order to stay bullish, we got to be able to push above it. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it, but if we do, it means the bull's going to be very, very, very strong over the next few months, right? And that's a quarterly basis. So if we close above it, it might take another 3 to 6 months to break below it. You see what I'm saying? So just like this one, okay, got rejected, let's say January 2018, right? You can see it took like almost 6 months to go back to this range, okay? That's June 2019, and right there almost like August 2020, over 12 months. So if we get rejected, it might take another 6 to 8 months to go back to it, okay? If we pump above it, it might take another 6 to 9 months to break below it. That's what I'm saying, right? Very, 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 very important key area we just have to keep in mind, regardless if you're bullish or you're bearish, okay? Regardless if you're bullish or if you're bearish. I don't think BTC is gonna bottom within the next 2 months. I could be wrong, but I don't think we're gonna be bottoming. I would say like best time to be buying going to be February. I said it last year this time, and I was like, best time to be buying BTC going to be spring 2020, right? Best time to be buying BTC going to be February this time, right? So could you start buying like December? Yes, you could start buying December, right? But you might get the best deal somewhere around like February. Okay, you could buy this. Let's say we buy December, right? But we pumped it upside, drop back down, and just retest the December lows, right? Stuff like that. That could be also possible. We might not make a a lower in February, but according to the way I'm looking at the market right now, and I've been looking at the market, this the cycle seems to be like a 3 to 6 to 9 months, stuff like that, every 3 months basically, right? I'm not saying every 3 months exactly, but it could be anywhere around like a 3 to 9 months, depending how you're looking at it, right? So, but I would say like a February could be a very, very good very good time to be buying. Okay, very, very good time. So let's make sure we plan it and see if we're going to be able to buy some cheap alt and buy some cheap BTC also, right? So, but if we break 14k, we might forget about February. It might so it might be just we might be buying BTC at 14k again in February. So you know what I mean? I mean, like if we break 14k right now and pump it upside 20k and so on, February might be just a retest of of 14k. So, but let's see, it might not be like that, right? So guys, we got 20 likes, 38 watching. So Tells in the house, Emery in the house. So it seems like the whole Doom boys and Doom girls are in the house. We got some Doom girls too, right? So guys, we just we talk about BTC, but in all time frames, lower degree up to the quarterly basis. So lower degree is still struggling below the 21 EMA. So let's go ahead and check out Ethereum next. They're not dropping bad like since the daily 5%. I think YFI is dumping hard, man. Let's check YFI. So I showed you YFI this morning, right? And I had a second target for a YFI earlier in our premium group right around this area of 34,000. This morning when we were talking about it, YFI was like, let's say 39,000, okay? Because I showed you like we basically were looking for a drop down to 36,000. It hit 36,000, pumped it upside, came right back to it, broke the 1 hour 100 EMA, and I was like, guys, let's look for 34,000. It hit 34,000 on the dot. So now everything is done, right? So we're gonna be looking for a new pattern. The pattern I'm looking for right now for Wi-Fi. Okay, let me just say Wi-Fi, right? If we do not break this area, it can give us this move. Okay, it can give us this move. So I'm just being very cautious since like we've been shorting it since like almost like 39,600, right? And now it's like 33,290. I think that's good enough right now to let the bulls try to buy the dip right now. Okay, so nice double bottom. Doesn't mean it's gonna break it, but it could be very risky right now to short it. Okay, it could be very risky. It doesn't worth it. If you've been shorting it like all along, right, it doesn't worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna be very, very cautious and probably look for some sort of a pushback in this range. If it doesn't happen, great, I can look for another entry later on, right? So but it is very volatile. That's why it is easy to trade. It's one of the most volatile coins, all right? And the other Wi-Fi also, they got Wi-Fi 2, whatever you call it, man. I don't care about these assets like in fundamentally. I don't care. I don't even know what they are, what they do, what are they, anything, right? I just look at it. It's volatile. I trade it. so the other Wi-Fi, right? Wi-Fi YF2, Wi-Fi I, whatever you call it, right? All I know is pretty volatile. So that's the range I was looking for. This one I didn't send it to the group because it's pretty volatile. So I was like, we already in the other Wi-Fi, so I don't want to send this one. But target was in this range of 4,000 rand. Pretty volatile. It gives you like a direction for the other coin also, right? Like the other Wi-Fi. If you watch this one, you're gonna know what the other one going to be doing, right? Because as soon as we broke this area also of 100 EMA, I looked, I was checking the other Wi-Fi and I was like, okay, the other one going to be doing the same thing. Bang, just hit the 50% pullback, right? So volume is low, as I just showed you right there. The move was pretty engulfing. You can see like low volume right there. We're getting a very low volume in between this candle, low volume. So it means, okay, most likely, right, the trend going to continue. Okay, it could just give us a fake out like that, but it is most likely going to continue down to the 0.618, which is like 4,000 area. Okay, 4,000 area. So, and this sucker was like, let's say yesterday was like 6,000. So just around the 14 was 6,000. It dropped almost 30%, almost 30. Pretty volatile, man. Pretty volatile. That's why I don't try to marry these coins, because they're pretty crazy. And if they're volatile, if you're a day trader, you just want to see volatility, right? Instead of sitting right there saying, oh, XRP is not moving and all of that good stuff. Oh, Bitcoin Cash is not moving. If they're not moving, I move on. I don't try to sit tight, relax, and wait for volatility, right? So you just play the trend and play the market as it is, right? Risky to short, risky to buy. I mean, you gotta do something. If you're in the market, you either gotta buy or you gotta sell. Link needs to go down. Link needs to go down to 3K, $3, not 3K, $3, $3 and up. You're still waiting for $50 Ether. You might wait forever. You're probably gonna get it. So we're gonna talk about Ether next. We're gonna talk about Tron, please. We're gonna talk about Tron, man. Sit tight, relax, man. We got all night. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ether, man, first. So Ethereum. I'm looking for, let's see what I'm looking for. Ether. Okay, Ether, that's what I'm looking for, the 337 to 327 area, right? But this pattern, I'm just being cautious with this pattern. We do have a 5-wave move to the upside. In terms of wave analysis, right, we do have a 5-wave move. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't want to be very complex and try to count some zigzag or some flat correction. Okay, we could make a zigzag. That's very possible, but the market is so bearish. What is a zigzag? Zigzag means we got 5, we're gonna have to get another 5. It means like we got this move going to be a 3-way move, right? And we're gonna get this 5-wave. Is it possible? Yes, but that's going to be very complex. Okay, and just to stay very simple, take things very simple, right? And do them basically take it very easy on these coins, right? I'm just going to look for a continuation pattern for now. Okay, we got, instead of this move being a 5-wave, right? I'm just going to look at it for now. I'm just going to look at it for now as an ABC correction, right? The 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Okay, instead of counting 5-wave, it's going to make things very, very complicated, because it means I'm going to be bullish. Remember, whenever you count 5 waves, first it means you're bullish, right? But I mean, like, it means you're bullish. It means like short term you're expecting further move. Because if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? After that, you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna get a correction, right? A, B, and C. after this correction, right? What can you expect? You gotta expect another move to the upside. So this move you're gonna expect to the upside, right? It is going to be another 5 wave, okay? Another 5 wave to move to the upside, right? So 5 waves like that, right? So, but this 5 waves, okay, you're gonna be like, is it an ABC correction or is it just going to be wave 2? You see what I'm saying? You could look at it as A, B, and C, right? Or you could say, at the same time, you could say it is 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to look for wave number 4 to drop back down, and wave number 5. And if that's the case, it's going to be very complicated. It's going to be very, very complicated, because it means I'm going to be bullish on it, on Ethereum, and I'm not excessively bullish on Ethereum. So the most favorable setup right now is just to say it is going to be ABC, okay? And ABC right there, 1, 2, and 3, ABC correction. That's easier, and you know, then try to basically make a very complex count, right? So we got A, B, and C. That's it, right? That's it, ABC. And we're going to be saying we're going to be making a very complex move. Not complex, but another impulse wave, right? But this move could fail easily, okay? It could make, instead of making a very impulse move, it could make also a very complex move right there. This move could be 1, 2, and 3, 4. You see what I'm saying? It might not be very, very impulse. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm being cautious with Ether, even though I'm looking for 330, right? Even though I'm looking for 330, right? You just have to be cautious, and Ether can do this. I showed you this morning already, okay? And I've seen this pattern, like I think on Tether, right? Not Tether USDT, but Tether, right? THETA, right? I'm gonna show you. I was anticipating it last night, and it did play out perfectly. So we could get this move, right? We could get it, but as of now, that's what I'm looking for, right? That's what I'm looking for. So if you're shorting Ether, somebody asks for stop loss, you just have to suck it up and put it above this range. So and you cannot do it high leverage, because you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, you're gonna get wrecked, right? So keep that in mind, right? So 330 to 320, just impulsively drop, nothing else, right? And if it is complex, we take a look at it later, right? So let's take a look at our moving averages. So moving averages helping out. Price is below 21, price is below 100, double bottoming, it's okay. You could fight for a possible head and shoulder pattern formation if you like your patterns, right? You could say, oops, we got this one, right? I just showed you, I think on OMG, and I think I showed you on, not DOT, but I forgot which one was it. We just shorted it with a head and shoulder pattern formation. I know OMG we did shorted it, right, with this pattern. I know DOT is not making it. I can't remember which one is it, but it was a coin we played out and it basically broke out, right? So let's keep that in mind. Hey, Method Man 1, number 1 in the house. Wagwan. I don't speak Wagwan, man, but I know what's Wagwan is. Wagwan, man. Doom Boy in the house. Hey, what's up, Wonder Boy? I'm gonna cover Bitcoin dominance. Okay, I've been killing Bitcoin dominance recently. I don't talk about it much, but it's because most people don't understand how Bitcoin dominance works, right? So they basically just saying, oh, Bitcoin dominance is up, but Bitcoin is dropping, blah blah blah, right? They don't understand how Bitcoin dominance works. Bitcoin dominance is independent of Bitcoin price. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it later. Let's talk about Tron before this guy kills me. So Tron USD, right? So resistance, like we had a long from Tron right there. I think like right around like a 30 cents to 35 to 37, and I was looking for 35 to 37, hit like 30, 35.90, right? So we put stop loss at entry. So it didn't hit the upper end of the target, right? But it is coming back down and broke this level of support. Now it's not looking good at all. Next support level going to be this area. Okay, just broke support. We got the three-way move. It could have been very complex also do this, but it didn't. Okay, that's what I'm trying to show you on Ether. That's what I'm saying on Ethereum, right? Even though, okay, I'm expecting like a further move to the downside. That's what I was saying, like Ether could do this. You can see like Tron is not even doing it, so I can just expect like Ether to just keep dropping to 330 and not try to do this. That's very possible. Okay, but let's just say this move is the pullback, and this one going to be dropping further down. Okay, next support just about like a 2685 range. Okay, 2685 down to basically 2214. All right, for Tron. Let's take a look at it on the macro scale. So on the macro scale, we break in 21 EMA. That's not good at all on a 2-day basis. Let's take a look at it on a 3-day basis. 3-day basis, we got the 21 EMA at 25.69. So that's a good area of confluence, right? So 21 EMA weekly, just about like 22. So Tron, Tron could be facing for lower numbers, right? All the way down to this range of 24 to 22, right? So V-short, hopefully, I mean, support doesn't mean it's gonna stop bleeding. It means like people are gonna be taking profits. So you have to remember that, right? So just because some people they look at support as like reversal, right? Support is not always reversal. It only means like people who've been long and they're gonna be taking profits, right? I mean, people who've been shorting, they're going to be taking profits at support, right? Means they're going to have to long it, right? They're going to have to basically buy back. That's why price most of the time doesn't break support, because if I short at resistance, right? Let's say resistance is like 3 cents and support is at 2 cents. I'm going to have to buy back. And if like most people short it right there and they're going to be buying back right here, right? Price might not break it because a lot of people, they're going to be buying, okay? Even though we don't have a lot of buyers, like real buyers, right? Price might not break it because now you're getting like the second buyers. What I mean second buyers, because you got two buyers, right? Number one buyers, right? The real buyer. I'm buying because I want market. I'm buying because I want market to go up, right? I want market to go up, right? That's the number one buyer. And you got a second buyer. That buyer is buying because he's or she is closing. They're closing their shorts, okay? So that's why they're buying. That's the second bias, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. It's very, 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 very easy to remember, right? So that's why sometimes when you're shorting, you see like you buying, okay? You can see your buy order on the on the order book, right? So keep that in mind. Just because we're looking for support doesn't mean it's not going to break it. But let's say, shorters, they're going to be buying right there. Okay. So they're going to be buying back, taking profits. So we talk about Ether. We talk about ontology is back up 82. So ontology target was like 78 to 79. So let's say it's just consolidating. Dot is giving me a tough time. So Dot is giving me a tough time, okay? Dot on Monero giving me a tough time. Everything else giving me a good time, right? So Dot, we talked about this morning about shorting Dot, right? Polka Dot, Dunkin' Donut, whatever you call it, right? But it is very bulls looking very strong and not letting price drop below this range. So even though we brought the 21 EMA on the hourly basis, we just got this week to the upside. So I just saw it. I was like, okay, it's okay, it's bumping back up. So it is still around like entry, but we got this 21 EMA on the hourly going to be acting very strong. Okay, very strong. So it hasn't confirmed yet the move to the downside, but I was just anticipating it. I know it's bad, but I was just anticipating it because it happened to me on Monero, and Monero pumped to the upside, so it got me sitting on it. So hopefully Dot is not going to do that and basically try to pump to like this range and retest the the upper level of this boundary. That's going to be really bad, but sometimes you don't get everything you want from this market, right? Some of these coins, they're going to give you a tough time. So that could be easy 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 wave. Okay, just say wedge. That's possible. I'm pretty aware of it. Okay, so if you're shorting Dot, just be cautious. All right, put your stop loss if you you short it at 520, 530 range. Okay, do not sleep on it. But if it drops, right, that's going to be beautiful because we could be looking for a move all the way down to the bottom. Okay, all the way down to the bottom, like a mid $3. But short term, I'm just looking for this 4.6 to like a 4.4 range. Okay, for the in the short term, that's what I'm looking for. BNB bleeding like crazy. Oops, that's not good. Yes, BNB. Let's take a look at BNB. So if you guys want me to talk about any coins, just let me know. All right. So BNB. Yeah, BNB. We started shorting it last night, right there, just about like I think 29.50, somewhere around here. Okay, after this move. So you just have to be very cautious with these, how to read the market. Because let's say you're a newbie, you don't know what's going on, right? You're gonna see this reversal candle, and BNB been very bullish, okay? But you're gonna see this reversal candle and you're gonna be like, man, we got this reversal candle, we're gonna go to the moon, and you're gonna be long in this sucker. I saw this and I was like, we got this move as support, but however, okay, I was pretty bearish when BNB was going up, right? So I was expecting this move anyway. So this move is just a retest of the 21 EMA, just like what Wi-Fi did. Wi-Fi did the same thing. So I was like, okay, it is just a retest of the 21 EMA. So we started shorting it. Okay, so now it is still dropping. Okay, it is still dropping. So where can we find the support at? So support, if I take a look at the 6-hour time frame, as you can see, 21 EMA on 6 hour could not basically do anything. So we just have to take it to the downside, guys. $24. Okay, in terms of fib retracement, let's check where is 24. So trading is not easy, guys. So if somebody tells you like trading is easy, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy at all. It's very tough. Okay, very tough, because you have to pay attention to a lot of details, right? A lot of details, because it's not just about candles, moving averages, Elliott waves. Sometimes you have to look at market, like how they correlate to one another and all of that, right? So and understand why some coins going up and other coins don't. Okay, you cannot understand the whole market, but just have some sort of perspective, right? So right now it is at 382, which is on the lower degree. Also let's see, for roughly around like a 4-hour 100 EMA. So most likely bulls going to be buying right there, and bears going to be taking profits. So we could anticipate some sort of you know, volatility range in this area, some sort of bear flag, and a possible reversal if and only if we find support at 24.3 to 24.5 range. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. And upside resistance, it is going to be your 21 EMA. Okay, it is going to be your 21 EMA either on your 4-hour, right, or you can take a look at it on your 6-hour time frame. Either way you look at it, it is going to be your resistance. It is right now at 20, roughly around like 28. So if you're looking for a short entry, you know, at 28 could be a nice level to be start like taking profits, right? Let's say you spot buying right there, we pumped it upside to 1 EMA. Let me take my profits and see, you know, what the market going to do next. But as of now, we don't have any trends, we don't have anything. Okay, since like the top, the move is linear, we don't know at what time frame and what price level we're gonna get a correction, because we're gonna get a correction. We're just not gonna do this. Okay, it's going to do this, right? Something like this, like that, drop, do like this. So we're gonna have to anticipate something like this at some point, right? Something like this or like that. So anticipate it. So if not, stay away from it till you get one. You just want everything to dump so you can buy everything at the bottom, so you can long him next year. Yes, that's possible. Let's see what BTC is doing. So the S&P, I think I was watching somebody, I think it's I forgot his name, Conquer Crypto, no, not Conquer Crypto, Market Conquer, whatever. So and I was looking at the S&P chart right away. You know, I was like, S&P is bearish. I wasn't even analyzing S&P, but when you're familiar with these patterns, it doesn't matter which market you're looking at, right? I was bullish on S&P when back in late June, right, guys? I was bullish on it. If you guys been watching me since late June, I was like, this sucker, don't be bearish on it. It's not bearish. So S&P, we got this move right away. I looked at the chart, right, and I was like, man, look at this sucker, right? We got this initial drop, and this is just corrective. Okay, as of now, it is corrective. Can it push higher? Yes, it can push higher in a wedge pattern like this. Okay, like most crypto doing right now, most alt, right? Like DOT, XLM, not XLM, but Monero, right? XMR, right? Monero, and most alt, okay, they giving you a wedge pattern. So that's also possible. But short-term analysis, right? It's like we got this move. Okay, so let's see over the next few days, right, if we're going to be able to this bull flag going to play out. Okay, so but let's just be cautious, right? Being too bullish on it, but I think this move is bearish. Okay, it is bearish because this move is pretty not engulfing, but impulsive. And this move is just corrective, double bottom, push to the upside, retest the previous top. Sometimes it can give you a fake out, right? But you know, you're gonna have to anticipate this move afterward, right? So it's not up, down. Okay, yep, you go back right there. Okay, late June, that's when I was like, do not be bearish on the S&P. So we, you know, it is looking very strong, right? 12-hour 100 EMA was supporting the price right there, and I was like, do not be bearish on it. This sucker can push to the upside and retest all-time high right there, and it did that exactly. Okay, so what I'm looking for right now, you know, you take a look at it, even like we're correcting on the 12-hour 100 EMA. So exactly, which is your daily 50 EMA, right? Depending how you look at it. So, but looks clean right now. So back above the 21 EMA, do not be bearish on it. Okay, do not be too bearish. All right. So do not be too bearish because we're back above the 21 EMA. So we're gonna need to break it, right, and then look for this move. But lower degree, it seems like, you know, seems like we could easily break it later on, right? But let's see. Okay, over the next few days. I mean, when the market is going up, I mean, we do the same thing. If it's going up, we just sit tight, relax, and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride, right? So if it's going down, we just sit tight, relax, and enjoy it too, right? So I don't know, but looking at BTC, right? BTC could crash, guys. It could crash right away. It could crash right now. Okay, right now it could crash. Okay, so if you take a look at the 6-hour time frame, you can see right there. Okay, similar structure, same exact structure we got back in like I think June. Okay, same exact structure we got right there. Okay, right there. Okay, so got rejected by the 6-hour 100 EMA. That was the move before the capitulation. The mistake I made back then was like after we dropped right there, right, I was waiting for a pullback, which was a very bad mistake, right? And I do not want to make the same one again. Even though, okay, I said we're gonna drop, right, and I was like, okay, after we drop, I was like, guys, let's just wait for a retest, right? And we're gonna basically, you know, enter another shot right there. Okay, so but it did not pull back. Okay, it did not pull back. So do not try to be greedy when market move in one direction. You be like, okay, let me wait for it to pull back. Market might not pull back. Okay, it might not pulls back, you know, as you expecting. So we could get the same exact you know, structure. So it could drop right away, guys. So just be cautious, right? If you're bullish, you're good. You can buy the dip, right? If you're bearish, all you have to do, you're shorted at 10.9. All you have to do is just put a stop loss, and that's it. So if you're bullish, just buy the dip. If you're bearish, you don't have to worry much, right? Just buy the dip if you're bullish, right? Buy the dip. So a nice wedge pattern though. At the same time, most of the alts, that's what they're doing. So you can draw it like that, right? So we could be looking for a retest of this range. So if we break it, most bears gonna be adding more shorts, right? You might be saying, oh, you know, that's a support area, but most people might be paying attention to the higher time frame, and they're gonna be adding more shorts. So you're gonna be buying, and then they're gonna be shorting. Okay, they're gonna outperform you, and this sucker could do this, okay, easily, right? Easily. Cannibal have in a house? Or chicken crypto in a house? Chicken crypto. You must be farming on Binance. But this Wi-Fi is just dumping, man. I just don't know what to tell you guys. Man, it's sucker whenever you get a target, right? it just keep making you get another target. So I think best thing to do, right, is just sit tight, relax, put a stop loss, right? Put a stop loss. The sucker was like almost 40,000 yesterday. Right now 30,000. 30,000 guys, 30,000. So it's giving you it is pretty bearish. Okay, so let's talk about King XRP, guys. So King XRP just broke was pretty slow to break support, right? It was pretty slow to break support, and as you can see, it did it nicely, right? I didn't talk about XRP. I didn't short XRP or anything in my premium group neither. So it was moving very fast, but all of a sudden it just decided to catch up, right? A nice 6%, 3% dump. So break this range. So next support area going to be 23 cents, low 23, okay? Just about 22.9 within the next few hours and so on, right? So yeah, XRP BTC almost like below 2300, so that's not good. That's not good at all. So it seems like we're breaking 21 EMA on 3-day basis. Where's my EMA? Good gosh. Okay, I got it back. Yeah, on a 3-day basis, XRP BTC is down. Right now, I would not be too bullish on XRP BTC. As I said it, we need to get above 100 EMA on 3-day basis to be bullish. Okay, it is something I said since like early August, right? So and right now we're still struggling to even break the 211 EMA on 3-day basis. Not breaking it like to the downside, but to the upside. Right now, we broke the support level. That's the next level to be looking at, 1600 to 1300 range in this box, depending how XRP is going to do it. But once we hit this green box, I'm going to be looking for a possible reversal. All right, so which is like mid 1500 range. Okay, depending on time frame, right? Depending which time frame you're going to be trading on, right? Wagwa. Where could, I mean, bottom, it is alt. I don't think they're gonna die out or anything like that. They're just gonna retest support area, guys. So they're just gonna retest support and they're gonna bounce back up, right? It is just a cycle. You just have to remember, you shouldn't be depressed about alt and all of that good stuff. It is a cycle, right? They're gonna, man, Wi-Fi is below 31,000, guys. So man, this sucker is dumping. So you see people sitting right there trying to short something else that is not moving. Short these suckers that are moving. That's it, right? So it is just going to be a cycle. Okay, for instance, XRP could retest this range, push back up above the 200 EMA, retest it and pump to the upside, come back, retest it and hit target right there. So that's possible. Okay, but it could just take time. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be somewhere around November. We could bottom right around this area. Okay, but they cannot go up forever. All right, they cannot go up forever. But XRP been dropping forever now, so you need to get its act together. So, and if you really take a look at it, last time XRP pump was like September 2018. Okay, I think it was like September 9th, September 10th, I can't remember, but let's check. September 18th, right? Right there, September 18th. That's when we pumped. September 18th, 19th, right? But since September 2018, guys, imagine people keep telling you, okay, BTC gonna hit $20,000. Since July 2018, guys, same narrative. Okay, we're gonna hit 20,000, we're gonna hit 50,000, we're gonna hit 30,000, we're gonna hit 100,000. Almost 3 years, guys. You know, since this, it is going to be 3 years. December 20, you know, December 2020, people have been saying the same stuff. Okay, I mean, 3 years is a long time, but remember last year this time people have been saying 16K, and I've been calling for 4K, guys. At least I got my 5 to 4K, right? But people have been calling for 16K forever. Okay, over 12 months they've been telling you we're gonna be going to 16K, 20K, and so what, right? And so what? And then after, so we can drop later on, right? So but let's just be cautious and not try to be some moon boys, right? So if you believe like BTC gonna hit 20K, let me know, right? I'm not saying it won't, but you know, because it done it before. It pumped from 5K to 20K, actually 3K to 20K, September 2017 to December 2017, right? 3K, we bottom right around like mid September, 2980, 2940 range, and pump all the way up to 20K by me in less than 90 days, right? So it could do it again, but market structure, you know, the world environment is totally different. Okay, it's totally different, right? Let's check the chat room once again. I mean, this bear market could last for another 2 years, guys. I said it last year, okay, and I said it early this year. We could be in a bear market for another 2.5 years, okay, and so it's almost a year now, right, since I've been saying it. So we could be in a bear market for another 18 months. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to, you know, be excessively bearish and all of that, but guys, looking at the chart, man, it's pretty clear to me. It is pretty clear to me, right? I don't know about you, right? But if you take a look at the chart, but look at this, guys. Look at this. It is a complete bear flag right there. BTC doesn't move like this, okay? But if you take a look at the macro chart, right? Take a look at the monthly basis, I mean a weekly basis. If we break this 21 EMA on the weekly, it is going to be some fireworks, guys. It is going to look very bad, especially if we break it this week, guys. It's going to capitulate really bad, man. That's what I think, okay? Something else could happen, but no, that's what I'm anticipating. But if we break like 21 EMAs this week, because I already showed you, you know, on the 7-day chart, right? We could get an engulfing nest right there. Okay, candle could drop all the way down below the 21 EMA on the 7 days chart. It means this candle gonna engulf the previous candle, right? And at the same time break below the 220 EMA, right? So that's not good. That's not good at all, right? That's not good at all, right? All. And as you can see right there, we tried to push to the upside, and as soon as we retested the 221 EMA, the 7-day chart open and retest the previous candle, right? But capitulated down to 78, right? 78. And I remember on the 6-hour time frame, I was looking for a long first, right? And in our premium group, I was looking at around like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., stuff like that, right? And I was like, as soon as the 6-hour candle closed, right? I think it was like 2 a.m., right? And I was like, guys, I don't like how the 6-hour candle closed. Okay, and I was like, guys, let's flip to shorts. Let's not long this sucker. So let's go and take a look at it. Yes, this one right there. Because right there, okay, exactly. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So if you're familiar with the chart, right, it doesn't matter what area, you know, we talk about on BTC. I can remember exactly what I did. This move right there, I was looking for a long, okay, but as soon as this move closed, right, this candle closed, I was like, that's it. Let's not go long. Let's flip. Okay, and I opened up a short at 75, right? Actually, I opened up a short at 76, right? And it's tried to bounce back up, hit my stop loss, I close it, and then I was like, let me just suck it up. 6 hour is bearish, let's just suck it up and just short it and put a stop loss right there and not try to do any in and out. So that's what I did. I just shorted it and closed the computer and put a stop loss and walk away. And this sucker, and it dropped. I didn't do anything. It dropped all the way down right there. Okay, and now all the way down to 38, right? All the way down to 38. So we could get something like that, right? We could get something like that. Price target, I mean, just watch your moving averages. I already told you, like 21 EMA, just about 10,550 could be temporary support. If you like your resistances to be to be acting as a support, you could be calling for like a 10,450, right? But in terms of pricing, it is the same range. Okay, it's the same range, 10,450, 10,550. I don't want to be calling for exact number, but that range, look for support. But a bigger support I'm looking for personally, right, it is going to be low 10k. Okay, that's a 1050, I mean 10k to 10,250. That's what I'm going to be looking for. I don't want to be looking for like a 300 points, 200 points right there. Okay, just suck it up, take the 5 to 7% drop. That's it. All right, suck it up. Yeah, things could move very fast if we break the 200 EMA on a 6 hour, right? Which is basically same thing as the, you can see as we started the live stream, what I showed you guys, I showed you this move right there, right? Even though it is a reversal candle, the volume is very low, and it's between and it is after a very impulse move down, right? So this has to be bearish. Okay, this candle could be bearish. Okay, so let's see if this candle gonna take out the previous low right there, which is like 10,660. Second time, third time, 2 in the house. I think one of the worst coin right now is CRV. Okay, CRV we talked about this morning, and I was like, guys, this sucker, I don't have any target for it. I didn't have any target for it for some reason, right? But I talked about it in a in a public live stream, and I was like, it doesn't have enough history on Binance, right? So the only thing I can do is look for 1.27 to 1.41, and that time I think it was like 1.66, and I was like, if it has to go above 1.8 to be bullish, but look for this range of 1.3, okay, to 1.4 range. Okay, it dropped all the way down to 1.27. Fib extension exactly at as expected right there. Okay, so I'm not looking for 1.618, but let's look for 1.618 and see where is it at. 1.618, it is exactly at, let's do this. Okay, you can see hit exact number. Okay, 1.618 going to be just about 118. 118. Neo is back about $20. So Neo is looking for a reversal type of a setup, but I would stay away from Neo for now because we could get the W type of pattern right there. Okay, with a lower high right there. Okay, so I would stay away from it unless you shorted it right there, like a 21.7 range, like we did yesterday. You could still put a stop loss, above 22, right? And or put a stop loss below entry, however you like it, right? So I would just be cautious with Neo until we basically engulf this, close this candle or break the previous low right there, which is like a 19.3. Risky to buy and short this week. The yellow is 21, the red is 100. Yeah, alt gonna be bleeding, guys. If BC is going up, alt gonna be bleeding, so it's nothing we can do. We just have to wait for alt to bottom. And if you take a look at the CME gap, we don't have any gaps right now, but the 96, right, and the 3,500 range, right? Yes, we got two gaps actually, right? So the CME, I was like yesterday, the CME need to get rejected at the 21 EMA, and we did that exactly. Okay, so it is good to pay attention to the CME, especially on your 21 EMA, as we did previously. Right there. Okay, similar move. Okay, we got rejected by the 21 EMA after we got a support from the 100, pump to the upside to the 21, got rejected. I told you this, guys, since like last week when BTC was at 10k. I was like, guys, do not be bearish, we're gonna pump back up. Do not be bearish, buy the dip, don't do any in and out. But if you basically just follow the crowd and everybody's saying, oh, we're gonna drop, and you panic sold, or you basically try to short it right there, you're most likely not going to survive a 1,000-point reversal, right? So Pellegrino. This market is risky to buy at any given time, not just this week. So we just have to understand, especially if you're basically not buying spot, it is risky at all time. Okay, not just today or tomorrow. Just keep that in mind. Okay. And something very interesting, looking at this CME daily chart, right there. Okay, looking at the CME daily chart, I didn't pay attention to it, but it seems like that's the structure we're making on BTC on the 6 hour, right? let's double check. I wasn't paying attention to it. Let's check BTC 6-hour time frame. Actually hourly. Yep. Take a look at the top formation we got right there. That's the same exact top formation BTC is making on the hourly basis. Same top formation. So we're just looking for the moving average on the hourly to support the price right there, and then it can pump back up and probably drop. But take a look at this structure. Isn't it the same thing, guys? Looks exact same things. Look exactly the same. It's the same exact structure. Okay. Our MACD, not, I haven't even talked about MACD. All we talk about is like pattern, patterns and moving averages, right? Let's check our MACD and RSI. To be honest, I've been shorting the market over the last 3 days, 4 days, but I haven't even paid attention to the RSI and MACD. I was just shorting it based on the patterns, okay? But one could say, hey, I'm bullish because we got the daily crossover. Nobody ain't gonna say nothing to you, right? If you're bullish, because your MACD is crossing up. So you can be as bullish as you want, right there. Okay, but let's go back to this level. Back then we did not get a MACD crossover, so that's also something we just have to basically keep in mind. Back then MACD did not cross over. This one we got a MACD crossover. So you could make an argument and say, hey, these two patterns are not compatible, so it's not the same pattern, right? You could argue, okay, but you be on your own, right? I'm not going to try to argue that. It's not the same pattern, right? So let's take a look at it on 12-hour. Yeah, right now, let's take a look at it on the 6-hour, see what we can find. Yeah, my only concern is like the decreasing volume while price is decreasing. That's my only concern. So if you're bearish, you just have to suck it up and put a stop loss, guys. So if not, if we wake up and this sucker pump 40%, you're gonna get wrecked. So just something you gotta be able to keep in mind. Put a stop loss, put a stop loss, put a stop loss. All right. The trend is strong, but at the same time, don't trust the market. Okay, trust your capital. Don't trust the market, right? Don't trust the market. Only trust the market with what you're willing to give the market. Let's say I'm willing to risk $100. That's it. That's what I'm gonna risk. I can give it to the market, right? Because I know I can get it back. But do not risk more than you cannot basically afford to risk. Let's check the. I mean, the moving averages, they're not looking bad, right? They're not looking bad at all. So if you're bullish, you're still okay. They're not looking bad. I don't see like excessive bearishness on RSI and MACD. From daily to, let's check the hourly. Only hourly is kind of hourly MACD is kind of look bad right now. And one thing you gotta be able to avoid, guys, it is hidden bullish divergence. Don't play that sucker. Do not play a hidden bullish divergence. I'm telling you, if you keep doing it, you're gonna get, you most likely 9 out of 10, you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, do not play it. Okay, do not play it. You're gonna see this, and then you're gonna see that. I explained to you previously, and I said when let's say I'm getting a flat correction, right, like this. Okay, price is moving to the upside, it drops down, push back up, right, it drops down. Okay, so and your MACD is doing something like this. Let's say MACD, you know, it pushed back up, it drops down, right, do something like this and do something like that and make a lower low, right? So you're gonna be like MACD is doing this, right, and you know price is doing that. It is just, this move is just corrective, right? Yes, however this move can be expanded, this correction could be expanded, and you're gonna make a lower low. That's why we call it expanded flat, right? Let's say this move is also broke the top, right? So just that's one of the reasons why I don't play bullish, hidden bullish divergence. If I can see it, I don't want to try to find it. I don't, if it is hidden, I don't look at it. Okay, that's why I'm not saying it doesn't work. All I'm saying is be cautious. Okay, be cautious with it, and because if you try to play this move and market is already bearish, you know, yes, you could get a short-term push like this, right, hit the top, but still, you know, you could get a very strong drop, right? So similarly right there. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to this move. I think triple six said something like that in the group. I can't remember which time frame was it. Let's check daily. Yeah, I can't remember which time frame was it, but it is. But we had a hidden bullish divergence somewhere around here. Okay, but we still capitulated down. Okay, still capitulated down. Yep, owl is still struggling to go back above the 21 EMA. So let's see. So you could try to trying to expect a nice bounce in this range, and a probable head and shoulder. I said it earlier this morning. If we drop down in this range, we could possibly make this move. So let's see if how are they gonna intercept the price from somewhere around here. So this move could get a lot of delays before dropping right there also, right? Stuff like that. So we talked about it this morning, said just expect like sideways correction within this range to just delay the drop. EOS, I think it's like 0.012. Let's check it. Not EOS, but VChain. Let's check EOS first. So EOS did get the job done, right? I did not like it. It did hit this support area. I didn't want to short EOS when it was like 260 because it was kind of risky. So I was just shorting the DeFi. They move faster, and they less risk. They risk less. They has less risk basically. So, but EOS once again, take a look at on weekly. So we got this support area on EOS. We talked about this morning. So hit it on the dot. So if you basically bearish on the EOS, just stay bearish. Not telling you to do so for now, right? This 7-day chart was pretty bad, and we haven't seen any bullish reversal candle yet. So I wouldn't rush it. If you're looking to buy, I would just be patient, because you're gonna buy. Okay, you don't have a need to basically rush to buy it. If you buy it, you're just gonna hold it, right? So let's say EOS is at 260, but you can grab it at $1.30, right? Why rush to buy at $2.60? You just wait, right? That it seems to be a three-way move in this, if you look at it this way. But let's see, it is at a support. It is a support, so we just have to be very patient and wait for a reversal. I was very patient a couple months ago with EOS, did not touch it, right? Did not short, did not do anything, did not long it, did not touch it until we basically broke above the 200 EMA on the weekly, the yellow line, and we long it to 330, and then it pushed all the way up to $4. So, and those are 330 was the first target, $4 was second target, but I wasn't waiting for $4. Okay, I was just like, man, let me suck it up. So but EOS, I would just be patient, right, with it, and wait for mark. I don't think we need to be in rush to buy the bottom. Like, buying the bottom doesn't matter. Okay, yes, it matters. You're gonna make, if you buy the bottom, sell the top, you're gonna make, in terms of percentage wise, right, you're gonna make a your return is gonna be a lot, right? Going to be a lot. But most people, when they buy the bottom, they don't even wait for the top. They buy the bottom, they might sell the first, at the first rejection, they might sell. Okay, they're gonna be panicking. So there is no need to be in rush to buy the bottom when market is dropping. Just be patient, and you got multiple supports. Next one going to be rough around like $1.50, but the strongest support could be around like $1.30 if we're gonna break this trend line now. Okay, if we're gonna break it, because right now we don't have any sort of reversal pattern, so I cannot just say we're gonna be pushing to the upside, right? It gotta give us some sort of a reversal pattern to try to be at least bullish on it, right? But right now, the only thing we got is like prices at support. That's it. Nothing green right now. So we just have to suck it up and wait. Let's go back to Wi-Fi and get some connections. Let's get some connections. Wi-Fi is jumping. It's at 30. It's sucker dump all the way down to 30,000. So it is reversing slowly. Look at this sucker drop all the way down to 30,000. Right now it's just pumped 10%, right? So that's why I was like, just be patient, right? Chart look pretty nasty, so. But yeah, it is just pushing back up, so. But that was a nice 30% drop, 25% drop, right? So if you shorted it, recognize a pattern at the top right there. Most people, even if they shorted like 40,000, they probably got out like 37 or 35, right? Most people are not patient enough to wait for a 25% drop, but they're gonna wait for market to go against them like 25%. And they're gonna be sitting tight waiting for reversal. Let's see. Yeah, that was a nice one. Was a nice one. I did not expect it to be this quick. I was expecting like 36,000 when it was like 40,000, you know. But as soon as it double bottom break this 1 hour 100 EMA, that's when we started looking for like a 34. But I did not expect a bounce, you know, a drop all the way down to, you know, below 30,000. Let's go back to dot. It seems like we got some. Oh, look at band. Should have shorted band instead of dot. Band is bending low. Okay, it's bending much lower. Right there. So band, I did not short it. Like that was a risky play, and I didn't like it. If it didn't give us this move, I would have loved this move, right? But I didn't like this. Like I got one pattern, right? It's like this, okay? So price gonna go up, right? Price gonna go up. It's gonna drop, right? Let's do this. Why am I so? Let's do this. Price gonna go up, right? And then we're gonna drop, right? We're gonna drop in red, and we're gonna correct in red. Let's correct in red like this, okay? And if you see this move, right, that's it is a very bearish pattern. I can show you like hundred of examples, right? What do you expect next, right? You're gonna expect another move to the downside in yellow, right? However, right, sometimes things can become very complex, okay? Instead of getting a straight move down, right, price can drop 50% and then give you this move, and then you're gonna get this drop. So that's what we got on band right there. So this pattern, I do not have this pattern, right? All I have is this move. Okay, so this piece, I don't have it yet. Okay, it's something I need to basically see multiple times before I, you know, start paying attention to it, right? But overall, it's the same thing. It's just giving us a pullback before the continuation, right? But I did not like it, and I was like, even though we got this move in yellow, right, and we got this move in red, that's a correction, 1 2 3, right, and we got this move in yellow, but the yellow got some sort of delay. That's all it is. So I just need to start paying attention to a possible pullback. That's all it is. And that's the same move we got on. Let's check land or tether. LEND. Okay, you can. It's not land. land is was kind of overextended. So land, we basically hit both target. As soon as it started like dumping below this trend line, I was like, let's look for 55 and 58. It hit both target. Let's check Theta, whatever. This sucker doesn't want to drop. So I'm looking for 49. It dropped down to 51, right? I think Ty Dog took profits, did not wait, so he did a good job, right? So it is back above this trend line. It's gonna break it. It's just a matter of time, right? It's gonna break it. Okay, already broke this range, so looking for this move right now to be broken. Let's check it on the low degree. Can't find. Right there. That's the move I'm talking about last night. Yeah, this move. I got the move right there. Right. Let's do this in yellow, right? And then we got the three-way move pullback. And as soon as it double bottom right there, I started anticipating it, waiting for it. And then it pushed back up. That was late at night, so I didn't want to wait because I didn't know how impulsive this move gonna be, right? I was like, okay, we're gonna get this move, and then afterward we're gonna get the drop down. Yes, we're getting the drop down, but it is kind of slow. Okay, it is doing it nice and slow. So we're getting this move down, but it is very slow. It can go back just like Wi-Fi and do this also, retest this top, which is basically a fractal of this move, right? Because this move dropped, so you're gonna get another three-way move and then do this, just like Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi did the same thing last night, so I wouldn't be surprised if it pumped it upside also, just to retest like 54, 55 before a final drop. But I'm watching it very close. Theta and Dot and Monero, I think those are the only coins not dropping massively right now. So everything else been dropping like 25-30% stuff like that, right? Sushi got eaten already, so I don't even want to talk about sushi. Oh man, that's a bloody week, man. Bloody week. Let's take a look at Wave. Wave, I was looking for these two targets after this top formation. Hit both targets, so hit both targets and bang. And as you can see, drop down, push back up, hit the trend line. If you take a look at your moving averages, 21 EMA on the hourly basis was, the most important EMA. If you switch it to the 6-hour time frame, it is basically, your 100 EMA. Broke it. Okay, keep dropping. That's 18 hours of dropping, guys. That's not good. And I was long in waves right there, but as soon as it pumped to this range, I was like, guys, I'm closing my position. Okay, I started shorting it, but I didn't like the trend. That time it was very very complex and it was late. I was like, man, let me just move. You long it from 2.5, right, to like $3. So that's good enough, right? That's almost like right there, almost like 17%. I was like, I'm out. Let's not be greedy. And I could have flipped the short right away and sit tight on it, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. Let me run away. So but right now, I think Monero, guys, if you guys want to short Monero for me, so I'm just joking, but Monero gonna drop. It's just a matter of time. So Monero, I'm still watching it closely to break this trend line. Okay, it was a very bad mistake from me to short it right there. That was That was a very bad mistake to anticipate a drop. Now let's see, okay. I could have even shorted like CRV instead of Monero. But I did like the wedge though. The wedge was nice, so. But I knew, I said it in my group, and I was like, if Monero pump, it's gonna pump nicely, so, but just suck it up. Yeah, I think sometimes it is luck. You might be lucky shorting something and it is moving on your favor, but sometimes you might be very unlucky. Like I think I was lucky with my waves long, because when wave pumped, that was the only thing pumping in the market. And I woke up, I saw wave 18-20%. I was like, what's going on? Okay, and everything else like 10%, 15% down, waves 20% up. I was like, man, that's nothing to do with a being good. It's just being lucky sometimes, right? Sometimes it is being lucky. Band is banding over, guys. So yep, band. So band could be dropping, guys, down. Oh, 0.618 going to be like $3, guys. $3. $3, guys. So it could do it, guys. It could do it over the next few days. That's another 60% drop, guys. So if you're patient enough, you know you've been shorting band since like $11, all you have to just suck it up and wait. Suck it up and wait. $10.8 is the breakout. We already hit $10.8 XOXO. Almost a hanging man. Oh man, guys, look, you gotta be able to look at the chart and basically try to forecast 3 to 6 months. If you can't do that, you know it's not gonna be easy. It's not going to be easy because market is going to drive you. It is going to drive you crazy, guys. So these short-term trades, they're good, but knowing the direction is very important. You don't have to know it, but have some sort of idea where where the market is going. Otherwise, you're gonna, most moon boys gonna tell you every single video, BTC is pumping. It's going to 16K, 20K, and all of that good stuff, right? And BTC gonna go up to 20K in 22 days, guys. That's the 5-day. I don't pay attention to the 5. Let's check 3-day. So 3-day chart on band, broke the 200 EMA. Like I said, man, all these analysis they're confirming a lower number for band. Just gonna have to suck it up and bend it over, right there. Drop down to 100 EMA. So let's check the 2-day basis. Yep, 2-day basis also confirming it. It's gonna go lower, guys. It's gonna go lower. This candle gonna close in 20 hours. So band doesn't have any chance right now, at least in the short term, right? I'll go similarly. If we break this 2-day 100 EMA, it's just gonna have to suck it up and keep dropping. So thanks a lot, XOXO. So guys, if you're moon boys, let me know in the chat room. So we're gonna talk about the moon analysis. So if we can hit like 20K in 22 days. Oh my God, look at Bitcoin dominance, guys. So it even broke my next level of rejection. So how can we look at this right now on a 2-day basis? Let's just clean up the chart. Yeah. Yep, Bitcoin doesn't like September. Yep, last reversal for Bitcoin dominance was last year. You guys remember September, that's when Bitcoin dominance started dropping, right? So it seems like right now it's September again. And all of this stuff, guys, I talk about it, Bitcoin dominance long, man, guys. I told you all of this good stuff, man. So, but it is September again. So let's see if we're going to be reversing from this point, because that's September peak, right? September peak, and I think September, if you take a look at it, right there also was September peak, right? 2018, right? September peak, and we got this April bottom, and now we're getting another September bottom. Okay, and if you take a look at these, if you just remove the this one, you ignore this one, you can look at the scaling is same area. Okay, if you're looking for another pick for Bitcoin dominance, we could just say, hey, this sucker, right? We pick right there, but this one we did not bottom, and we pick right there, okay? But we bottom right there. So are we gonna pick right there again, or are we just gonna bottom right there? That's the big question right now. And that could be like next September or something like that. So it is going to be very, very crucial. We're gonna basically look at it within the next few months, right? So we're gonna try to expect like some sort of a top formation or bottom formation. If we continue to push higher, and somewhere around like May, right, we could expect like a possible bottom formation again, right, like this, right? Bitcoin to down bottom out right there, right? So, but very complex. I don't do time analysis. I'm just looking at the chart and try to reassess, right? Yeah, but that's the first weekly engulfing candle so far for BTC, so pretty significant, okay? Yep, 72 right there. Let's take a look at NRG, because NRG is a very uncorrelated asset. So I'm watching it very closely. I'm waiting for it to start reversing, and I'm going to be bullish on it. Why I'm going to be bullish on it? Because if you guys remember late May 2019, when alt were dumping, right, it pumped, okay? And right there, December 2019, alt bottom, it tapped, right? And you can take a look at it, February 12 to February 16, alt topped, it bottomed. And first week of May, right, alt bottomed and it topped. So right now it seems like alt topping out, and this sucker could be bottoming out, and we could use it as a reference, right, to see if it's gonna push higher, right, and try to give us a top formation somewhere around here, and we could anticipate an alt season to start again. So pay attention to it. It is very, very uncorrelated to the market. That's the only asset I can find being very uncorrelated, okay? I'm not saying that's the only one, but NRG, right? Energy, right? It's some cool coin. I'm not holding any, right? I'm just saying I'm watching it, okay? So you might need to watch it. So just in case this sucker pump to the upside and start, you know, you might be bullish on it and hold it like for the while alt dropping, because it's been dropping since like February, right? Since like May, and alt been pumping non-stop, right? It is making a nice bottom formation right there. But if we pump above like a 16,000, something like that, I might be bullish on it and try to anticipate a pump above the 3-day, above the weekly 21 EMA or 3-day 21 EMA, right? So if we pump above the 3-day 21 EMA, just by like 16,000, 17,000, I might be bullish on it and buy it and just hold it until we break above the 100 EMA, right? It is going to be a 50% swing, and if we even retest the trend line, it is going to be a nice 80% swing, right? Just give it a shot. It's been dropping since February. It's not going to drop forever anyway, right? So worst case scenario is like it drops with the alt, right? With alt, and then later on it's going to reverse back up. That's it, okay? That's the worst case scenario, and we got a trend line right there also, right? That's the worst case scenario. First green candle, you're talking about NRG. BTC 10744. BTC pumping or something. BAL. This sucker finally dropped. Yep, it's one of the DeFi, so I'm expecting it to retest the bottom of the wedge, so which is like $16 right there to $17 range. Okay, I don't want to basically look for like short-term trades like 5%, 3%, because market is pretty volatile. So you're looking for 3%, it's gonna hit it like very next hour. Right? You're looking for right there, it's gonna drop. Right there, it's gonna drop. So you just look for the big move and sit tight and suck it up and put a stop loss above this range, above this trend line. So, and you're not gonna, you know, just look for a one-to-one move. Okay, look for stop loss 17, move, look for 17% drop. Very aggressive, but that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, try to put stop loss too close, it's gonna hit it. Okay, let's see what BTC is doing. Still below the 21 EMA, guys, so not time to be excited. It is just a bear flag, guys. It's just a bear flag. Yes, on dominance, yes, that was the first green bullish candle. Look at that. Yeah, as you can see, this candle was pretty engulfing, right? But the volume is very low, guys. So I think like we still got a chance. Price is below the 100 EMA. You just gotta let it go, man. 49. You know, we can definitely hit this. Can definitely hit this one. 11 and 17. Yep, we got the 21 EMA right there also at 51. So Hey guys, make sure to share, make sure to hit the likes, and basically join our public Telegram group. Don't forget to join the group. Most of you guys are already in the group, bro. So, but if you're new to our content, Doom Boy analysis, algo is reversing slowly. So that's a nice pullback. Gotta just try to push it higher. Try to retest 211 EMA. That's going to be a good short for the bears. So if you're looking for a short scalp, that's right there. Algo. Watch it closely. If you're in rush, look for the 211 EMA on the 45 minutes so you can, anticipate a better entry. I mean, your entry going to be lower, but you're going to ensure your order is going to get filled, right? That's why sometimes I use the 45 minutes just to make sure my orders get filled. Man, Atom getting atomized, man. Look at Atom. Is this sucker? Yeah, I think that was Atom, right? But right there. Atom was also giving us this head and shoulder pattern formation, just like Omise Gold. Same pattern. Same pattern. Head and shoulder. Man, CRV is let's see, dot BTC. I think one of the reasons why dot was not dropping strong is like dot BTC was bullish. I said it in the group. I was like, I'm shorting dot USD, right? But dot BTC did not want to break this 21 EM, so I was like, it got a chance, okay, to reverse and make a triple top like this, okay, get this triple top and then drop right back down. That's, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay with my dot polka dot Dunkin' Donut, whatever you call it, short. Yep. So it is most likely going to follow the rest of the market, and if it's going to drop 20% versus BTC and you're expecting BTC to drop 8%, that's almost 30% drop guaranteed. So yep, take a look at the 6 hour. We already broke it, so still making this very undecided candle. So the next 3 hours, right, this candle gonna close in 2.5 hours, right? It is gonna be very decisive, because if we close like this, that's going to be bad time, right? See this candle, very undecided, very low volume. It is going to be a bad time, guys. Bad, whoop, bang. Gold. Let's take a look at gold. Okay. Gold. Buy gold. Guys, buy some gold. So it is very hard to be bearish when market is more okay. So I think gold is bearish. Okay, so gold, you got, that's the same structure I just showed you, right? I don't even pay attention to gold all the time, right? You got this initial drop, and after that you get your 1, 2, 3, right? You got your move, your correction, and you're gonna expect this move to the downside, right? Gonna expect this move to the downside, but this move to the downside might not be linear. It could be also very corrective, could give you another fractal like this. You got the move, initial drop right there, and you could get also another small correction right there before you dropping. Okay, either way you look at it, another easier way to look at it is like you just look at it as a triangular formation, right? Since your initial drop was impulsive, right? So the directional move has to be clear. That's your directional move, nothing else. So you got, just like BTC back in 2018, right? Remember when BTC was moving sideways, 6K area, right? Similar structure. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, right? A, B, C, D, E. You got your triangular formation, right? And that's very possible. Okay, if it doesn't play out like this, we just have to take a look at it in another in another structure, in a different structure, right? But initially this is the bearish pattern. Okay, so anything in between is just noise, right? It's just noise. And I think gold did the same thing back then. Let's check it out. I think from the top, when it first tapped out at 20K, that's 2013. You see this type of a correction. That's what basically Ethereum is doing on a macro scale, retesting the top. And you can see gold did drop down. Okay, very important. So that's what I'm trying to show you right there. Okay, this move is very, very powerful. You get an initial drop, right? And you get 1, 2, and 3, right? And you're gonna expect another drop down. Okay, you don't have to short it all the way down, but once you get this double top, just like Ethereum, you just expect a drop. Okay, this drop can continue down, right? All the way down. Let's do this. Right. Yep, you're gonna continue. You're gonna expect a drop, right? However, you can see that this time, market give you a reversal back up, and you're like, what's going on? But the overall trend hasn't changed, right? It's just triple tap. so instead of basically getting a very impulse move, you just drop and then you make the same exact structure right there, and you continue the downtrend. All you're looking for is like this move. It is going to make a new low. Okay, so but let's see how we could look at it. This one, yeah, this move is not a it's not triangular. I'm not very familiar with this pattern, but it's not triangular. It's just sideways correction. It's not triangular. It's just parallel channel. I don't see it a lot, so but you can still look at it as a 1, 2, 3 W, X, and Y correction also. Okay, that's the easiest way I could look at it. That's your W, your three-way move. That's your X, right? And that's your Y correction, and you get your continuation pattern, right? And then afterward you get another W, X, and Y, and you get your continuation pattern. Okay, you're gonna get some noise in between, but remember, this noise, you're not gonna see it like on the higher time frame, like weekly stuff like that, right? You're not gonna see that, right? Because all you see is like impulse, right? Impulsive move. That's all you see. All it is just noise on a lower degree, but it is pretty impulse. 1, 2, 3, drop. Okay, this one you got W, okay, X, Y. No, let's do this. Yep, you got your move. Okay, got your three-way move. You got another move, retest the low, get this move, and then drop like that. So that's the same thing we're doing on the lower degree right now. Same thing, okay, same exact thing. It is just kind of different, but so it can definitely retest this top, and then you're gonna look at it like this, push back up, retest the top, and then do this now. Yeah, it's a bear flag, man. A bear flag only means like price is looking to drop. That's all it means. You can get all kind of a bear flag. A triangular pattern formation, right? You could get a parallel channel, right? You could get a flat correction, right? You know, sometimes you can even get a 40 wedge, thinking like market gonna push and market just keep dropping. Just like what happened on BTC last year after the 40% pump. Everybody kept saying, oh, it's a falling wedge, 70% chance of a pump, right? I kept shorting it, man. I just kept shorting it. So let's see what BTC is doing now. Come on to BTC. Yeah, it's gonna give us a tough time to break this range. Check 21 EMA, guys. 21 EMA. Oh, it's back above the 21. BTC doesn't want to behave. Man, it's just a pullback, man. Don't get too excited. I showed you YFI yesterday or today, whatever, right? So when Wi-Fi was struggling to break this 21 EMA right there, okay? You can see the structure I used for Wi-Fi yesterday, right? To short it was this one. This pattern right there. Same pattern I just showed you on gold, right? As soon as I recognize the pattern, we got this move, right? And we got the three-way move pullback right there. And I was like, that's it, guys. I was like, this move, we're gonna get it, okay? I don't know how we're gonna get it. I don't know if it's gonna be impulsive or it's gonna move sideways, but I knew it was gonna drop down to the 100 EMA, which was like 36,000. That's what I said exactly when it was like 40,000. I was like, I'm looking for a move down to 40,000 because 40,000 was like hourly 100 EMA. 36 was hourly 100 EMA. So I noticed everything should be good right now. So I think everything's straight right now. So let's go back to the Doom Boy analysis. I just hate it because I have to switch a screen. Everything got messed up right now. So I think everything's straight. So yeah, I think everything is good. Right. Yep, everything's straight. So Wi-Fi just pushing back up a little bit, getting rejected. 15 minutes, 15 minutes to 21 EMA. Most likely going to be dropping lower. Let's see. I'm using a smaller screen right now. Everything got messed up. Haha. So we're gonna be looking for this retest of 30,000. So Wi-Fi pretty volatile right now. Pretty volatile. So look for retest of this move down. Okay. So roughly around like a 31,000. Let's go back to this BTC. Go back to BTC, basic attention, BNB. Let's see. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's a nice pullback. It is still a bear flag. Low volume, price rising. That's a typical bear flag. Okay, so typical bear flag. Let's see what market going to do. Could give us this three-way move down again on a short, in a short term, right? And if it, if like we get a very impulse move, we could expect another move back up, right? So you got plenty of time to play this game, right? Got plenty of time. Dunkin' Donut, Polkadot, still struggling. Yep, 15 minutes 21 EMA, rejecting the price, just like what we got right there. Also, same structure right there. Because I remember I was also scalping it right there when it pumped back to the 15 minutes 21 EMA, right? I just took another shot right there down. Okay. I don't know why I'm shorting Polkadot, like they did something wrong to me. Man, this thing just messed up all my screens. Let's check OMG. OMG hit a target exactly as expected. 3-3. We got this head and shoulder pattern formation. We recognize it pretty much very early before the breakout. Bang. Okay. Ontology is back above 8,000 again, so almost 8,000. So I'm not surprised at all with ontology. The reason why I'm not surprised at all is like, even though I was looking for 79 to 78 initially, that's what I was also anticipating this move for ontology. When I was saying this morning, look for this move to give you the flat first before the drop, right? But it did not, right? It just gave us the straight move, so it is just going to do what it's supposed to be doing, which is like do this. Okay, Sometimes a market might not retest the level you want to retest right away. It's just gonna go drop and then go back up and retest it later on. But nice reversal pattern, nice reversal pattern from ontology. Okay, luckily we recognize it very soon. 79 to 78, get out. 0.786 pullback, so very nice. Let's take a look at it on 3-day basis. On 3D basis, ontology could be bullish, you know, if like we can stay above, you know, 8,000. We just cannot stay above 8,000. That's you know, that's why I'm kind of worried about ontology. But I think, like, you know, everything is straight. Only Wi-Fi is, you know, Wi-Fi is acting crazy. But 4 to 5% since like daily candle open, right? You know, that's not bad. Everything else, you know, within 5%, except swipe and CRV and Wi-Fi. Yep. Dump. Dumpology. Everything is dumping, man. So you take a look at Wi-Fi, we at the very top, guys. This sucker has not even started dropping yet. So imagine if we're gonna be retesting like 14,000, guys, from like 30,000. That's going to be nice. Just 60%, right? So, just like the rest of crypto. Yep, Neo on a 3-day basis could start basically. Let's see over the next 3 days how Neo going to be behaving, because it is still at the very top. If you pay attention to the lower degree, you might be very bearish, but higher time frame, you might just suck it up and wait till, you know, this candle close engulfingly, and you can basically suck it up and take it all the way down to like $12, $13, right? So yep, 2 days bearish again, right? So primary support just about $15-16 for Neo. So Atom. Neo is coming down hard, you mean? Oh, yeah, if you look at the chart, it just, I mean, it is not excessively bearish. It's not like it is very, very bearish. This move gonna come back down, of course, right? Yes, but once we drop down to this level, you just have to suck it up and stay away. I wouldn't long it, right? I already showed you it can give us another pullback. I'm not sure if this move going to be a weak, a nice push to the upside. stuff like that, we could basically get it on the lower degree, right, on the 8-hour time frame like this, right? And we're gonna, after that we're gonna reassess, right? So, but right now, all we got is like on the lower degree a small flat correction, which could basically triple top, just like the type of triple top we got yesterday on the lower degree. All right, so I think I can show you on the lower degree 15 minutes what I'm saying. The triple top right there, you see like this triple top we got on the 15 minutes, right? Even though it is a 15 minutes chart, right, if you go on a higher time frame, you can see the same structure building on the higher time frame. Building up on the higher time frame right there. You see? Well, we can definitely get a triple top also, like this. Right? Like that. Just like the one we got in this range. So gotta keep that in mind, guys. Yep, on the 15 minutes right there. That's a triple top I was explaining to you guys earlier. When I shorted it right there, this sucker was doing this. I was like, man, what is Neo doing? Need to calm back down, guys. Yeah, ontology is wrecking all the moon boys, so I mean wrecking all the bears. It's 9% up over the last 4 hours, so Neo, I mean, if the BTC trend is down, everything else is down, right? So let's see how BTC is going to be performing, over the next few days, few hours, and so on. All right. Another bad flag from Wi-Fi 2. We haven't talked about Litecoin. I don't know why Litecoin doesn't have the, it doesn't have the hype I used to expect from it over the last few, over the last few months. It's been very, very quiet. So we could finally, probably, okay, over the next few months, get our cheap Litecoins, right? Look at Litecoin, guys. That's a 3 weeks chart for Litecoin, right? That's a 3 weeks chart. Looks very, very bad. I think Poloniex, right? Let's check it on Poloniex. Yeah, that's a macro scale for Litecoin. So 21 days chart, real support is really this 100 EMA. Price hasn't been doing anything but moving sideways on the macro scale, right? But you might be saying, oh, Litecoin is pumping and all of that good stuff, but you know, over the last 9 months, it is just sideways correction, and this move is pretty aggressive, right? So double bottom, $22. Let's not break 22, because I said it last year. I know most of my analysis, you know, basically are long-term analysis, but and most people like to say Litecoin, basically BC likes to follow Litecoin, right? But if you if you pay attention to Litecoin, you can see the top of the bull market back in 2014, right? You guys remember 2013, 2014, right? When BTC peaked at 1100, right? Litecoin dropped all the way back down to retest same exact level. You see, same exact level. So if we break it, it means at some point BTC has to retest the previous all-time high, right? Like not 2020, but 2011, which is like 1100. But most people don't look that far. Okay, they're just gonna focus on like 10k, 9k, 8k. But until we hit like 11k, they're gonna be like, look at it, look at this fractal from Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin hit, you know, previous bull market, and BTC hit previous blah blah blah, right? You don't talk about fractal until they, I mean, fractals, you want to anticipate it before they happen, not after, you know, they look clear. You see what I'm saying? So but Litecoin, I hope not, but guys, if we break this $22, you know, Litecoin, you know, just to be conservative, that's a $10 range we just have to start looking at, because I don't want to call $4 Litecoin, right? So but that's a $7 to $10 range we're gonna be looking for, and it is pretty reasonable, like $22 to $10. I mean, you know, alt right now dropping from you know, Link just dropped from 20 to 10, right? So I think Litecoin can do it. So let's just keep an eye on it. So, you know, it's very, very bad. It looks very bad, man. Yeah, you can see monthly 21 EMA. If you zoom out a little bit, you can see we're getting rejection again from the monthly 21 EMA. So that's why the macro is very, very, very good. You know, it is very good to pay attention to the macro analysis, right? And that's your monthly support right there, and that's our monthly resistance, Litecoin. You see, that's pretty clean, right? Pretty clean, no noise. Okay, like nothing complicated. Okay, so if you tell me, okay, if you ask me which way the market gonna go, right, I'm definitely gonna say to the downside, right? Even though at this point you could argue we're gonna be pushing to the upside, right? Yes, but we're getting rejected right there, okay, by the 21 EMA. Beautiful support. We could not sustain it. Pump to the upside target. It wasn't my target, but I'm just saying upside resistance, right? So Litecoin, we can easily, okay, look for a 1-to-1 extension down, right? That's going to be bad. It's going to be like $3 Litecoin. Let's not do that, right? So let's just say like a 50% to 0.618 extension, right? Which is basically same thing as we talked about previously. If you take a look at it in terms of Fibonacci, right? Not extension, but pull, you know, Fibonacci retracement from swing low to swing high, right? Right there, okay? From this bull market bottom, right? Entire move. You can see like it is exactly at 0.618. Okay, 0.618 is going to be right there. Okay, $11. What was $22? 50% pullback. Most people did not pay attention to Litecoin on the macro scale, right? So you take a look at it again, right? Right there, 382, right, was what? Was $43, right? And 236, this pink line, right, was like $100. When we drop down from 300, we drop all the way down to $100 found support. And everybody was like, oh, we're gonna go to $2,000 Litecoin, right? But guys, let's look down. Let's look down, guys. If BC going to be capitulating down to 3K, Litecoin doesn't have any chance, right, to basically find support at 23. Most people are going to stay away from this range and going to be buying 50% drop from the previous support area. So which is 0.618, guys. $10, $11, same thing as, we talk about, XRP, right? Talk about XRP back then. So yeah, Litecoin monthly basis is pretty clean, nothing to worry about. Okay, if we break this $40, I don't know what to tell you, man. After that, really don't know what to tell you. However, if you're bullish and we break 64, because I was really hoping Litecoin gonna hit like $77 to $80. Not hoping, but on the lower degree, I was looking for a retest of the February high, which is like 77 to but we hit, like, I think we hit $70, 10% short, right? But I was looking for when Litecoin was $60, 58 to $60, right? And I was like, let's take it to $80, right? But it seems like it is, it's not gonna make it. I mean, it can still make it as we still in the inside this triangular formation. So let's just wait. But the overall trend, as BC is bearish, it is going to be bearish for Litecoin, and capitulation could come very easy. 50% drop, that's 72% drop is not a lot. Okay, it's not a lot for capitulation. Ethereum dropped 72%, right, in 3 days. Okay, back in March, 72% in 3 days. Okay, take a look at Litecoin. Was like 65% drop in like, in like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, right? From top to bottom was like 73% drop in almost like, like 10 days. So can we do it again? Absolutely. Okay, from top to bottom, that's gonna be 80. So let's do this. Okay, 80% drop, that's possible from top to bottom. Okay, from current price level, it is going to be just about 75% drop. Okay, but it could take a while though. 75% is a lot. Cardano, some like BTC bumping. So let's start off with ADA on the macro scale. So excuse me, ADA pretty much similar to Ethereum, same structure in terms of corrective moves. We got this impulse move down, we got the flat correction down, right? And we could be expecting this move down. Okay, it can take a while to get that, right? But on the macro scale, that's what I see, right? Can we triple bottom and get this move and get that move and make some sort of a triangular formation right here? Yeah, that's possible, right? It's just gonna make the correction longer, but the overall structure right now to look for could be down. Okay, just I don't want to speculate what type of structure we're going to make over the next few years, but we just say let's look down. Okay, that's a monthly. Let's take a look at the weekly bear flag. That's not good at all after an impulsive move. I just showed you on the lower degree, especially on the hourly, but with this one we're getting it from the weekly. Strong move down last week, very undecided candle with a very low volume. What does it mean? It means continuation. Okay, it means continuation for ADA for now, right? So let's take a look at the daily. Let's take a look at 3-day chart. On a 3-day basis, bear flag, right? So but 3-day basis could give you another push back up to get rejected right around this 21 EMA, just like the 2-day chart, right? So we got double bottom, 2-day 100 EMA, okay, right? So but we got rejected right there, support right there, could push back up and get another rejection possibly, right? But that's just a lower degree compared to the monthly, right? So let's check the daily. So daily doesn't give any chance of a pushback up, right? The only thing I can see on the daily, yes, is that we can get this move. Okay, if it is overextended, we give it a shot all the way up to that level, right? But it is pretty aggressive right now. Okay, let's just say we just double tap 10 cents and so on, right? Let's take a look at 12-hour. Pretty much same thing, right? 6-hour. I'm pretty sure all the MACDs, all our indicators pretty much not gonna help a lot right now. Until you start getting like a bullish patterns, they're not gonna help. They're all bearish. So no need to basically even focus on like indicators right now. Okay, they're not gonna help you. For instance, this type of top formation right there, capitulate down, your indicators can do nothing. Okay, they can do nothing. Okay, all I can think of like right now, even if you take a look at MACD, it's like MACD was, MACD was crossing down. Okay, let's check it. Okay, MACD was crossing down right there. Okay, right there. It's not going to give you too much. They're not going to tell you what to do. Okay, it is just based on experience. You're going to be like, okay, even though this is a flat, but the bottom right there, it is pretty engulfing. So let's just go down. Okay, but this move I wouldn't catch this one, because usually I'm bullish. That's the same setup we're making on NEO right now. Okay, you see NEO, right? On a daily basis, it is giving us this move. Okay, so I'm anticipating this move from NEO to be a possible triple top, but it might not. It might not be a triple top. It just could drop lower. Let's go back to NEO. I'll show you what I'm talking about. NEO. Let's take a look at that's a weekly basis. That's NEO is above the weekly 21 EMA. Wow. Let's do this. Okay. You see this move, right? We're saying if NEO decides to the bears decide to drop the price lower, we could get this move, right? Could get this move. But however, this move could be angled, it could be very, very strong and not even find support right there. So we just have to invalidate the possibility of retesting the top. So this area is going to be very tricky for NEO. Okay. So on top of that, looking at your indicators, you got your MACD already very weak, right? Right. If we get the crossover to the downside again, that's going to confirm the bearishness. You already got a double top. MACD is not joining your double top. That's not good, right? So it is already telling us we're already weak. And on top of that, you can see this engulfing candle, right? Bang, bang. Okay. So the only bullish thing about NEO is like the fact that we're above the weekly 200 EMA. That's the only thing I should be worried about, right? That's the only thing I should be worried about. So that, because that's a higher time frame, okay? So we just have to respect it and not try to ignore it. So we already talked about ADA, right? So we talk about the dollar. So dollar, it is going to push back up to the weekly 200 EMA, which is 95. It is just a matter of time, but we're going to push back up. All right, so that's a higher time frame for the dollar. So on a 2-day basis, we got a rejection right there. I've seen a lot of people, were calling for like a trend line, the dollar retesting this trend line, blah blah blah. That's why sometimes I be careful with trend lines, right? Because you might be saying, oh, this move is just retesting the trend line and further up, right? But it might not be. It might not be the case, because it could be making an ending diagonal. You just don't know. Okay, it could be making this a longer ending diagonal, right? So just like the BTC dominance, right? So, but the 2-day chart, not looking bad. Okay, not looking bad. Let's see daily. Okay, daily, basically it is making the same structure as BTC on a low degree, when BTC was around like 10K, right? We just pushed back up, so we're just expecting another possible move to the upside from the dollar right there. And at some point we could expect like a rejection from the 100 EMA. Instead of BTC getting rejected from the daily 21, dollar going to get rejected by the 100 EMA on the daily, right? Let's take a look at it. That's the 50 EMA, which is your 12-hour 100 EMA. It is going to be right around like 93. So 93 to 94. So that's why I've been expecting like higher, the dollar to retest like the high 93s, right? So let's see. So if the dollar gonna do this, it means like BTC gonna suck it up, right? Going to suck it up. And if you notice well, the same structure we got right there, that's what we got on the BTC dominance, right? The same structure. So BTC dominance is making this move right now. So I already showed you like in my premium, right? So yep, and if you pay attention to what I was just showing you, right? So you see this move right there on the dollar, right? And you see, that's why it is good to recognize pattern, right? I just showed you the gold, right? Gold drop right now, okay? Gold is making this pattern right now as we're speaking, okay? this pattern right there. I can show you. This is live, guys. That's why it is very good to recognize patterns. And I don't even analyze gold every day, right? Let's see what is BTC doing. 10,008. Let's go to gold. Right, somebody was talking about gold and we had to take a look at it, right? Okay, you take a look at the dollar, right? And guys, that's what they call fractal, how to basically recognize pattern, guys. How to recognize pattern. Take a look at these two charts, guys. Gold is to your right, right? And dollar is to your left. Take a look at these two patterns, guys. Right? Clean chart. Let me give you a clean chart, guys. Bang. Okay. What do you see? You see the same exact thing. What do you expect from gold? I already told you gold gonna drop, right? Right. So nobody ever showed you this pattern, guys. That's the first time you're seeing this pattern, right? Right? Well, tell me if somebody showed you like this pattern, gold and the dollar, fractal, bang, right? Bang, bang. Okay. So you can expect gold drop. It doesn't mean like gold not gonna make some noise right around this area. I'm not talking about like lower degree. Tomorrow gold go like up to like 2000 and all of that good stuff. Do this. You be like, oh, Sen, you're wrong. You said gold gonna drop. Okay, it might not drop right away, but the directional move, that's what I'm telling you, is down. Okay, it's down. Even if you like it, I can do it like this, so the similarity can be, you can see the similarity. I mean, I would have noticed it if I wasn't, if I wasn't going live, right? So because I don't analyze gold and dollar every single day, right? So let me know what you think. Is it pretty much the same thing or not, right? Same thing. So capitulation for gold all the way down to like 1800. Right. Yep. Yeah, same thing. So let's take a look at the British pound. And I can show you something very, very important. This one doesn't have enough history. So another fractal also, we talked about it previously, right? Even before they play out, right? I told you guys, these fractals are pretty important. They're very important, right? When I talk about them, it's like something else, I know it's gonna play out within the next few months, but maybe sometime I talk about it too early. Right? Maybe I'm gonna start like saving it for myself till it basically it's time to talk about it, right? Right. So I'm gonna show you something very important. Okay, if I showed you this chart, Okay, if I showed you this chart, what do you see? Okay, when the pound was right there, what we said, the pound gonna push to the upside, right? It's gonna push to the upside, right? And it's gonna capitulate down, right? It is doing that exactly. But why am I talking about the pound? Because of BTC, right? Let's talk about BTC. It is very important why I was so confident, right? BTC could be capitulated. We take a look at these two charts, right? Let's do this. Okay, so now you take a look at this chart and you take a look at the chart of BTC right now, where the, how I cut off this chart, right? Basically I showed you that previously. So, and what I told you, right, in term of fractals, right? I said, if you take a look at this chart, BTC, this chart got a drop. Okay, we got this drop, and we got the three-way move pullback, like always, right? You gotta remember, this is always a correction, right? Always. Okay, let's get a brighter color. Let's just get yellow. Let's make this blue. Okay, like this. I think you guys can see the blue, right? So, and what we got next? We got another what? Another drop. We got another capitulation, right? After the capitulation, what the market did, right? Another impulse move in green, right? So now when you take a look at BTC, what do you see? Do you see this move in blue? Right? Do you see the three-way move pullback in yellow? 1, 2, 3. That's ugly. It's very ugly. We got 1, 2, 3, right? After that, do you see another impulse move down? Blue, same exact blue, right? So what I said BTC could possibly do, right? I said it clearly. BTC can push all the way back up, just like this move, right? Break this top, this double top. It did that exactly in green, right? So what do we expect next, right? Take a look at these two fractals. We started with an engulfing candle, right? Weekly. What do you expect next? We're expecting this move down. Okay, expecting this move down. Okay, but before you expect this move down, let's see how the pound did before we say it's gonna drop, right? So you take a look at the pound we played. Right, so what the pound did, right? Bang, right there in red. So if everything is pretty much similar, what do we expect from BTC? Bang in red, bang. That's it. And let's play the pound. Right? Play it. Exactly. Now, that's why I'm saying, right? Once BTC drop all the way down to this level, buy all you can. Because remember, the pound, we following the pound right now. The pound is doing what? Doing this. Doing this move up in green. Right? So if BTC needs to basically complete this move first. Right? Once we complete this move, all we do is just buy the dip. We're going to be buying the dip all the way up. Okay, we're going to be buying the dip. Okay, not saying it is going to go up to like a 12k. It could possibly also do it, but all I'm saying is we're going to buy the dip until we see another bearish pattern, right? So, and that's not only BTC. I showed you the same exact fractal on XRP, right? Take a look at XRP. XRP Okay. Okay. So so you take a look at XRP fractal, right? It's right started right there from the top. So XRP drop in blue. And don't tell me I just showed you this fractal, because I showed you this fractal like 3-4 months ago, right? And I was like, BC can go all the way up to 12K, but still gonna drop, right? So after that, we got this three-way move pullback, right? You guys remember last year sweat when I was like XRP gonna drop down to 13 to 11 cents, right? And after that, we got this move down in blue. Let's change it in blue. Remember, BTC is following XRP. I already drew everything in here. That's why I'm not changing it, right? So we got the move in blue, right? And I was like, XRP pulled back up to the upside in green, right? So BTC also pulled back up in green. So I was like, BTC, basically, that time BTC was right there. And I was like, BTC can push all the way back up even to 12K, just like XRP broke this double top and push back up to 33-34 cents, right? And what XRP did after that, right? Take a look at it. Bang. So what do we expect? We're expecting this move down, right? Just like XRP. So, and don't tell me I just showed you guys, because I showed you back in February, I think, something like that. I mean, back in April, May, right? Right. So XRP drop all the way down. Okay, BTC now needs to drop. Okay, but take a look at XRP again. What after the drop? XRP was very, 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 very bullish. Double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. Yep. So you take a look at XRP, it pulled back up. So once we drop down to this level, right, we could probably make a new low right there, and we could even retest 12K. Can still retest 12K, but this move, that's for the future. Okay, I'm just gonna save it. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Just gonna save it until we basically hit 3K or below, right? And we're gonna start talking about this move, right? So I'm going to take a screenshot and I send it to the public Telegram group, so I will remember later on. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a night. It's almost 3 hours of live streaming. Let's see if BC is going to get some juice overnight. Hopefully you guys are gonna be safe out there. Market is pretty volatile. So that's what you need to be looking for. I'm not saying this move gonna be overexpanded, but let's not even focus on this move yet. Let's just focus on the move to the downside, and I will study the next move later on. And it is not something new. When BTC was right there, that's when I told you, right? When BTC was right there, that's when I told you, right? This move, right? It is gonna drop, right? This move is gonna do this, and it's gonna do that. Okay, so all right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm just gonna call it a night. Be safe out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good night. Good night.